at him, it's more important than me. He's the talent at the moment. Although in a way, I suppose like who copied someone else that was good in the past?
Oh, if you start saying I'm copying you thing again, then I'm going to have to do this.
Don't do that, you. Yeah? You censor myself. No, I mean, who was inspired? It's a bit like the goodies were inspired by Monty Python.
Yeah, I was inspired by John Holmes.
Well, now you can't turn me off because I'm going to just go right off you stupid little cunt. Alright? I know it's not telling the truth because nobody's been inspired by John Holmes. John Holmes thinks he's Chris Morris. And you can tell because he talks like that. He wants to be funny. But the best story I ever heard about John Holmes is when I was on Virgin Radio at the same time that John was. In fact, I do believe I got sacked for what John did. Is that libelous?
Most of it is, to be honest.
Basically, I did, but it is true, right? Because I'm sure that he got all the personality sacked by doing a hanging swear woman man thing for 2-year-olds, right? Which wasn't even funny when he went out. So there you are. But when I was on, I hope that sounds bitter. But when I was on there, me and Mr. P used to go in and do our show, and a couple of times we called John out. First time he was on the radio. And we'd all started about the same time, so nobody, there was this big glare. John Holmes starts on Virgin Radio, and I started the same week, a couple of weeks later. And nobody's no Mark Fox starts on Virgin. Nothing, right? So John Holmes was in there with a guy called Andy, I think it was Andy, right? And they hadn't met, we hadn't met each other. He was doing the show from 10 to 1, I was doing the overnights from 1 to 6, Virgin Radio in 2001 into 2. And he playing this game of something on the radio. We were listening as we were driving into town, and he was playing a game of doing something with porn cards that you get in phone boxes. Right. So basically, he sent his henchman out to anywhere in London. Of course, there's a phone box out in Soho Square, so why go any further, which is what his henchman did. He thought, I know what to do, I'll just go to the one that's nearest to the station. And off he popped 50 yards down the road. And we're listening to him in the phone box, relaying back to Virgin, via the magic of telecom. And he's talking to John in the studio, and John's going, I'm not Chris Morris, but I wish I was Chris Morris. It would be great to be Chris Morris. You're Chris Morris. I am not Chris Morris. But I'd like to be. And he's doing all that stuff. And then he says to this bloke on the phone, he goes, so what are you doing in the phone bar? Right? And the bloke goes, well, I'm just picking up all the cards and I'm going to want to cut. They're doing this 2 ways. And as they do it, right, we pull up to park to go. We've never met each other. I don't know John's people. John's people don't know me. We've only just started at about the same time. But I know where he is. Because I've seen him, the bloke, the henchman, come out of the Virgin Radio studios, come across the road, go to the phone box, as we've been circling to try and park in the square. So we know who he is and we know what he's doing. I said to Mr. P, and we've parked up literally 20 foot in front of the phone box. I said to Mr. P, right, tell you what to do. You get out, go on there, I'm professional, I know. But John never really was professional. I said, get on there and start hammering the shit out. I'll start at that phone box because Mr. P's about 6 foot 4. I'm on the side of that box and start showing. I want to get in there, He said, yeah. Now, first I said it's almost like a half a thought, half a don't do it. Do you know what I mean? By the time I thought, well, no, it might not be. He's gone. Steve's gone. He's gone around the back of the car. He's up by the front. And I can hear on the radio, I'm listening at the same time on the car radio to Virgin. I can hear, so, I'm not still Chris Morris, but what's happening in the phone box? He goes, well, I was sending this because I was going, there's a big bloke outside, John, there's a big bloke outside. There's a big bloke outside and he's standing on the side. John Well, hopefully it's still recording.
It's alright, it's alright.
So basically, so then Mr. P comes back, and we're in the car, and we're laughing, right? So he carries on doing this thing, and we park the car, get out of the car, and walk upstairs to Virgin Radio Studios, right? We go in, say hello to Steve, security guard, different one, and Steve's everywhere, and up 2 flights of stairs, and into the studios, where we recount what we've just done, and fall over on the floor laughing, okay? Just in time to see this bloke who's like, you know, he's been in some guy's whacked the side of this thing, right? He's decided, oh, I can't wait for John's finally got rid of him on the phone by saying, got to go now, got to do a brass eye special. Oh no, that's not me. And so, finished the phone call, up he's come back into Virgin. And as soon as he walks into the studio, he sees the same geezer who's just been giving him echo outside, laying on the floor, doing a knife, right, just pointing, right, like that. And that was my first meeting with John Holmes. And that's why I think for a while, we didn't really get on.
Ounces. No, not yet.
Oh no, take the talk, so let's show us first. Because we're running some film along with this, right, on YouTube. YouTube, brilliant. YouTube.com. Mark Fox, or Alan Lake, puts those things in. We're running some film along with this Pod 5 group. Not that fat. Just fat.
Music!